The demo we have here at E3 that we're letting people play. Just so everyone knows, this is a living game. We still have a ways to go to finish off the game and completely polish it, so we might see some hiccups along the way. But we fully assume that. We're super proud to be here to show it off. We've been working a long time on this, and it's finally exciting to be able to show it and have people play it and send us feedback. So here we're gonna go. Carl is gonna show off his skills.
His gazelle rustling skills.
Yeah, his gazelle skills. And here we're gonna start with a camp. So these camps, these are military locations. He's gonna use Senu, right?
That's right.
Senu. Senu
she's
is
a beauty.
Yeah, she's a beauty. She's a great scout. So right now, Carl's using her to tag the enemies, but also tagging opportunities in the camp. Now, the question might be, why would someone infiltrate such a location outside of quests? So there is a quest that actually takes place here. In the demo, we've disabled the quest so that we can focus on the world and what happens with the world. Later on, there's going to be more streams with quests so that we can kind of spread the love, the content.
But for now, we're just kind of cutting loose in the open world and going to see what is in store for us here at this camp. Now, with the tagging, I'm noticing, one of the new features here is that levels are popping up over the enemy's heads as you are tagging. So what can the player read into those levels as to what kind of challenge they're going to face? Yeah,
so by going a lot more action RPG, what's happening here is that right now Bayek is level 20 and he's facing off against enemies that are at an equivalent challenge. And so this would be considered a fair challenge fight in this part of the world. And we'll see that as, we'll see later on, there's another camp with enemies that are level 25. And you'll see that the feedback's slightly different. This is to really clarify to people, levels matter, gear matters. Taking on higher level enemies, it's doable. But they're tougher not only in stats, but they're also tougher in behavior. So the higher level they are, they have more capacities, more abilities, stronger weapons.
So you might want to think twice before taking them on, or get some better gear, or just light your arrows on fire.
Yes.
Ooh.
Apparently.
What are you doing there, Carl?
I think I'm going to cause a little bonfire down here.
Why not? Because it's not hot enough.
Yes.
Just a little more warmth from the bonfire. Speaking of which, my feet are on fire. We are in the middle of the sun
it
here.
is really hot out
We
here.
suffer for your entertainment, viewers.
Listen, this is the live streaming equivalent of method acting. Bayek is warm right now. You think that hood is keeping him cool?
That hood is warm, and I will say for the fans out there who.
Oh, the lion's attacking the horse.
Attacking the horse. He's got a snack on some horse meat.
Well, it is a distraction.
He's been caged up for a while.
So that's something that we fully embrace in here. So all the NPCs of the world, all the humans, all the animals, they have a full life in the world. They have needs, they have wants. Animals, they hunt, they sleep, they find shade. So in this case, this lion has been captured and been put in a cage. And at this point, it becomes an opportunity for the player. You can't always guarantee it, but okay. So these guys they sense something. They've seen a lion getting released. They've seen.
Kind of hard to miss that one.
Yeah, a fire. There you go, Carl.
Something's going
well
down.
Done. Well done.
All right.
Nice job, Carl.
So here we go. So we just picked up a bow. So this is something that's really important in Assassin's Creed Origins. It's gear.
Goodbye, lion.
Terrible. He was so kind to you.
Wow.
He attacked the horse. He should have been attacking.
No real lions were harmed.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
So we picked up a bow, and we saw that it was a blue bow, which means that it's a common weapon. So rarities do matter in this game.
Yeah.
The more rare the equipment is, the more attributes it has, the more properties it has.
So as opposed to just does some more damage, it cannot have other properties. Like what is an example? Exactly.
So other properties could be things like poison tipped. Being able to generate adrenaline. Adrenaline is a concept. It's a resource in the combat system that allows Bayek to unleash a fury of attacks or just devastating, overpowering attacks. And you can build adrenaline through the combat system. And some weapons charge differently than others, so this is part of the depth of the combat that we want players to mess around with.
And this is a whole new combat system you guys have.
Boom, headshot.
It's way different than the feeling before of sort of being in Assassin's Creed combat.
He's dazed. Take him out. Poor guy. Oh,
he can cover some ground.
So this guy's a commander. That's the gold icon.
Uh-oh. Not for long.
There we go.
There we go.
Dead.
So there we go.
So killed.
So here we found a
Very
second
killed.
bow. So in a military location, military locations are great for finding equipment and new gear. Aside from playing quests, these are also places to be able to upgrade Bayek with new weapons.
Loot all that.
So here we found a bow. Oh, we leveled up, which gives us an
Ooh.
ability point. So we'll check that out in a second.
Check it out now.
Yeah, and we found a shield.
Oh, cool.
Nice
All right,
job,
so here
Luke
we're
and Carl.
looking at sort of the skill tree, and I'm seeing 3 different branches.
Yeah, it's more of a graph. What that
Okay.
means is there are flavors. So on the one side, what you see here is the Master Seer. This is more the abilities that are aligned with manipulation. So manipulating the environment, animals, and NPCs. In the center, we have the warrior aspect, which is really delving deep into fight. And the hunter aspect, which is more the stealthy approach of being an assassin or being a ranger. And the idea is players can dedicate themselves or go through the graph however they want. That's why it's a graph, because they can actually kind of spread themselves as they wish. They can really craft their own assassin. And you can even focus on one area. If you want to be the absolute ultimate warrior,
Yeah.
Ultimate warrior.
Whoa.
you can dedicate yourself. So the last ability on each graph, you can keep pumping points into it. So you can really become that super powerful archetype that you wish to play.
You just got to chase down a fluorescent outfit, and you're good to go.
So what kind of player would you be, Ash? What's your personal favorite style?
Personally, well, we should get Carl to buy something
We
here.
go for the enhanced warrior bow.
Enhanced warrior bow. The warrior bow is super cool. We haven't seen it yet, so maybe we should switch to it if we can.
Yep.
We did pick up a few new bows, right?
Yeah, we should check out the new
let's
gear.
Check out our gear.
Definitely check out the new gear. So in terms of my style, I would say I'm somewhere between hunter and warrior. I can't choose one or the other. I sometimes prefer stealth, sometimes prefer just duking it out with the guys. That's my style, but that's one thing we wanted to cater to, is that we have a lot of fans who either play stealth or play pure combat.
It depends
and
on
we
their
wanted
mood.
to give them a control over that.
Yeah.
So here we can see that Carl put on a new bow. You also had a new shield. Put on the shield, put on the shield.
New
it was a
everything.
wooden
New bow,
shield.
new
Is it
shield.
really going to be better? Let's have a look.
It's way better. So
Oh,
you can
wow.
see the shield adds to the player's resistance.
Okay.
It was quite significant. And we can see it has a property, which is that when you block a hit, you generate adrenaline. So the idea is with gear, you can actually start crafting, again, the way you fight, the way you stealth. We can see the crafting at the bottom there. So just like combat, there's no longer this concept that you can one-shot assassinate just anybody. Enemies that are higher level, you'll do stealth damage, but if you want to one-shot them, be that true lethal assassin, you have to craft better hidden blades.
You got to work hard at it. And now we're going for a little boat ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to cool down in the sea, which I wish I could do right now, because I am on fire.
Pretty hot. So this is the amazing tech Singapore has been working on. The water, I think it's some of the most beautiful water in any game.
Gorgeous.
It's absolutely beautiful. It's completely seamless. We can, at some point, we'll dive underneath. For now, you know, we have an island here. Let's maybe at some point explore the island.
Well, this lake is really big. Yeah, can we just get a sort of look at how
sure.
how big this is?
So
'Cause this
pretty.
is one
Take
of
a
the
look at
things.
this lake.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
I'm
can see
looking at mountains.
the draw distance are absolutely stunning.
Yeah, this is, for you folks watching, this is running on the Xbox One X.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It's really allowing us to showcase what we can push with our engine, the beauty of the world. We really want to do Egypt justice and show it off, show off our artists, show off our technical people, our programmers who bring this to life.
It's gorgeous.
So here we can see some boats in the distance. This bigger ship here. There's always opportunities. The world is alive. You know, fishermen are out catching fish. They'll take their goods to shore, to docks, take them to the markets, go home and sleep at night. And there's always opportunities for the player here.
All right, out for a little swim. And you mentioned underwater. Let's take a little dive. Carl.
Let's take a little
let's
dive.
Go down.
Take a look. You know, I
There it
see
is.
something dangerous off in the horizon there.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, what is that?
That's a hippo.
Oh man, do we have other
He looks pretty
creatures?
friendly. Let's get closer. See what happens.
It's a good idea. Very good idea. Or not.
Carl has a great track record with animals, so nothing could go wrong. But so
You've heard about his stories from Singapore, I see. So here, so this is a
underwater
location. The reason there's loot here, the question might be, why is there loot here?
Why
the reason
would
there's
there
here is
be?
actually this island. It's where the Ptolemies, so the guard force, they use this island as a way to stop, to take a break, to actually refill on some of their stocks. And so here we can see there's actually a guard on the other side who's been killed by what? I don't know, but maybe the hippo.
Not a
we might
hippo. No, he's a good guy. I think we should
Hippo's
say
a
hi.
nice dude.
He's a nice dude.
Oh, I got a spear.
You got a spear. Use the spear. Switch to the spear.
Okay, let's switch.
Yeah, because that's the thing. We've seen sort of that that short curved sword in action.
The Kopesh, yeah.
But there is a variety of weapons, and the sort of the reach of the longer weapons is going to affect how you are in combat.
Exactly. So we have a ton of types of weapons. So 8 melee weapons, 4 types of bows, and this is just the types. Then within them, there's levels, attributes, properties, and all that stuff. And of course, it's a completely seamless system
You should get
here.
in
We're
closer.
using the bow in water.
You should get in closer, Carl, and see what happens.
Like, isn't it
Those
common?
birds,
know.
if Carl was good, he can shoot those birds down.
I got other problems right now. Let me deal with this angry beast.
They're just trying to say hi,
Okay.
you know?
I feel like you're engaging it on its home turf. Like maybe they're slower on land. You don't want to. Oh God.
And he's using the spear.
Oh no! You're smacking the hippo with your
Oh,
spear.
man.
Poor hippo. What if it's a mama?
Now, you know
Oh,
what?
man.
Now you've gotten
Carl.
him angry. He just wanted to say hi.
Oh,
I think
boy.
if it's
Oh,
a mama,
boy.
Carl's in even more trouble.
Yeah. Keep circling
You're
it.
vicious, yeah.
No hippos were harmed in the making of this demo.
No, no actual hippos
No
were harmed
actual
in the
hippos.
making of Assassin's Creed
This one's
Origins.
being harmed though. There we go.
All right. So when you loot a hippo, what are you gaining from this beast?
So,
What was the purpose of this
did you ever
massacre?
think he would say that sentence in public? So animals, so the fauna of Egypt
Whoa.
is...
Okay.
Just throw that guy off his boat?
Yeah.
Poor guy. So
Sorry.
this is...
Sorry, buddy. There's a hippo just over there. Careful. Huh?
You can use the corpse as a float. You'll
This
be
is
fine.
Carl style. This is Carl style. Obviously Egypt, it's very well known for its fauna, its wildlife, and we need it to represent that properly here. And then we have to say, well, it matters to the player on some level. So this is part of the progression system. So you gain materials that you would use to craft some of your gear. So that's
Oh! You're just a shit starter, aren't you, Carl?
This is military. It's all right.
these are military dudes.
Oh.
Put
He's
your
on fire now.
Okay.
Ooh, fire on a
yeah.
boat. That's a recipe for disaster. I like it.
Oh, the fisherman's coming in dangerously.
Oh boy.
Is someone else mixing it up over
There we go.
Oh,
Cool,
now the boat's on
no,
fire.
Coming for me though. He knew that his boat was in trouble. I better leave.
Just leave him to tread water.
Yeah.
So you know what? If the situation was slightly different,
I
if
love how
Carl,
this guy's just along for the ride. He's just
Yeah,
in front of
this
you
guy's
like,
just
what is
chilling.
happening?
Yeah.
the guy's just chilling. The thing is, Bayek is a Magi. They are protectors of Egypt. They're protectors of the Egyptian way of life, and Egyptians have a high respect for Magi's, and they go to them for help. This is actually feeds into the questing system, actually. So, as a Magi, he respects him. He's gonna let him take his boat for a ride.
You do you, Bayek. You do you. Set boats on fire.
I like it too because he's not like obviously the boat's important to that dude. Like it's probably his livelihood. He's like, look, man, you can take this wherever you want, but I need it when you're done.
Yeah, just be sure you
He's
bring it
even
back in one
chilling
piece.
for a bit. He'll even wait a bit. Eventually, he'll leave, but he'll wait a bit for now.
He's watching me carefully.
So courteous.
watching-
Like,
So
hey, in
courteous.
case you need a getaway vehicle, I'm here, bro. It's cool.
Exactly. So here, this is another military camp, but this one's slightly different. This one's a wharf. Here, what we wanted to show is just what it's like to take on enemies that are much higher level. So here we'll see some guards. So there's some in the front gate there. So level 25, you see that the badge is red, which is kind of telling the player, yes, you can try. You can try.
Try your best.
You can
Take a
try.
run at him.
Give it a shot, but it's going to be a very difficult fight because you're not at their level just yet. Eventually, by going through quests, by completing locations in the world, you will level up enough. So I would recommend just
Yeah, Carl.
trying. Carl?
What's your plan here,
Are you
buddy?
going to take
Yeah,
on
how are
this
you gonna do
challenge?
this?
Let's. Oh, this guy's. Oh, he looks vulnerable. So let's try a headshot.
He's alone.
Let's try a headshot. See how much damage it does. Oh goodness, it's not going to do a lot.
He's going to swat a fly.
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
He is
Oh, no.
tough.
Yeah.
no.
Tough.
Just a little scratch.
Yeah.
Get up on him. All right. Got the spear.
Oh,
Working it in
okay.
close quarters. And come on, get him, Carl.
Oh boy, here we go.
I believe in you, Carl.
He can take him. He can take him. Honestly, he can do it. Carl's been practicing. He's very good at the game.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, look at that one hit.
Like a stun almost happening. Is that a heavy hit that I'm?
Oh no.
Dear Lord.
You get an F for effort. It's okay.
Yeah, 2 hits from me. Okay.
So look, the game is live. This is, you know,
this is real gameplay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we take you know, we take games very seriously in the sense of we want this to be the representation of the game as it is. We want players to see where it is today. So yes, in a demo playthrough, Carl died in front of everybody.
Killed.
But I've learned my lesson.
You don't have to rub it in, Ash. In front of everybody.
I've learned my lesson, and I'll just keep moving on. The level 25 is too high. Let's
give them a wide berth now, and so you're coming in. You're sort of leaving the wharf and coming.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Yeah. So
There's
Carl just called for his mount.
And does this horse have a name?
Yes,
or is it a horse with no name?
I believe this horse is named Amun-Re.
Amun-Re.
So,
he's very handsome. Or
a beautiful horse.
Yeah.
So Senu is our eagle companion. In this case, though, we wanted that mounts was something that the player can actually collect more and more mounts, purchase more and more mounts, and we have many different types of mounts. So there's horses, many types of beautiful horses, but also camels and eventually chariots.
Camels.
Yeah, and they all have their value, and so you can actually have different types of horses. Senu being the eagle companion that stays with you through the journey. So there we go. So we have this beautiful black horse here.
Does the camel have a spit attack? Because I hear they do that.
A spit attack, no, but you can rear with the horse. You can rear with the horse. The camel.
Get the hooves in there. So we're sort of skirting the shoreline here, and you know, this is. You guys have built, as you were saying in the presentation, this is a country. You know, this is not just one city. So what kind of region are we in?
Yeah, actually, before we go in, so here we found Umeria, which is a port village. Actually, maybe I'll ask Carl to go to the map.
Sure.
You can go to the map just to kind of give a general spacing of the world. So this is the lake that we've seen with Senu. If we keep zooming out. This is the aspect of the demo. The lake is where the demo takes place. Since we were riding a bit north of it earlier,
we started around here.
Yeah, that's how we unfog the world, by visiting the world. You unfog it, but just to give a breadth of this country that we've built.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Move around just to show it's.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It keeps
ginormous.
going. It's absolutely massive.
Up to Alexandria in the north.
Yeah, Alexandria.
Nice.
There's the Giza Desert, the Nile Delta, the Giza Plateau, Memphis, the ancient city of Memphis, and it goes on. Then there's Fayum, Crocodilopolis down in the south.
Crocodilopolis.
Yes. Real city.
I like that place, Thieves Land. What's going on? Does anybody ever go there?
Really honest people
like,
there.
I think
you don't want to go down.
daring players should go there. There's a lot of cool stuff in it for them. So just to give an idea that we, this is a country. Egypt is. It's such a majestic setting, and we've dreamed of going to this place. And so when we started and we decided we're going to Egypt, we understood that it was going to be a labor of love. It was going to push us to develop new technologies, to build such a crazy big world, and then to even populate the world with all these people that actually have agendas and purpose. For example, these people over here are being attracted by an event, if Carl would look at it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, Egypt is hard. Egypt, it was a tough life.
Place.
Let's investigate.
Priest, what has the boy done to deserve this? This has nothing to do with you. Back away. The boy will get what he deserves.
I serve Sobek. I am a slave.
Boy, what are you accused of?
I was charged with ferrying 2 gold Sobeks to Crocodilopolis. Just out of port, my ship sank by the lighthouse. I almost drowned. The statues were lost. I didn't steal them.
Silence! And you, step back, Saete. Wait, do not threaten me, Ned. I am a Magi. If the boy speaks the truth, I will find your gold Sobeks. If he lies, he is yours to deal with.
So here we got a little bit of a taste of Bayek's personality and his attitude towards these masked priests that abuse their power. And this is a side quest. So our players can expect this type of quality, you know, cinematics, great characters, in the optional content in the side quest. And we have hundreds of stories to tell. Egypt was a really wonderful place. Then we found so much amazing stories that we wanted a way to be able to tell them, and the quest structure allowed us to do that. But again, we're saving the quest stuff for other streams, for YouTubers out there. So so for now, we'll continue with playing through the world.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, if you folks are just joining us, we're playing Assassin's Creed Origins on the Xbox One X with Ash and Carl from the Assassin's Creed Origins dev team. I'm Chris, this is Hanny, and we'll be doing this for about 10 more minutes, so stick around. We've got plenty of open world stuff to show you and some explorations here as Senu scouts out some more locations.
So, she's a good girl.
So here, actually, I'm going to ask Carl to not stealth this one. The reason we're showing these different locations, different camps and warps is actually we wanted to show a bit of stealth, we want to show a bit of fight, so I'm going to ask Carl.
All right, well, what do we got in our arsenal here?
He needs to earn some redemption.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He needs to
This
earn
time
redemption.
win this one, Carl.
Okay, let's give it a try.
For the
Okay, here I
last.
come, out the bushes.
Are you going in with the spear?
I'll just shoot him in the chest first, wake them up.
Good wake-up call.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay, all right, all
Nice
right.
dodge.
Come on, Carl. Redeem yourself.
Boom. Nice job so far.
At some point,
yes.
just to show the
one more hit and he's dead.
the versatility of the fight, you can take out your bow. There we go, dynamically in the fight. And,
Oh my God,
headshot. Bravo, bravo.
All right, now is he close to filling up his adrenaline meter here?
Yes.
He feels like that might be helpful.
It's getting there.
Against this dude.
It's getting there.
I'll try and use it on the big dude.
He is humongous.
There we go. Okay, just get in there. Unleash. There we go.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay, here we
We're
go.
gonna see Carl.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
Nice.
Vicious.
Impaled.
Very good. Very good.
That was
Oh, you done
beautiful.
good, Carl.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Through the
boy.
throat that time. Nice.
Nice job, Carl. You killed
Thank
it.
you, thank you.
All right, now give us a little broader context. Who are these dudes that Bayek is dispatching with such panache?
So this is we're in the era of the Ptolemies. So these are Ptolemaic guards. They work for the people that Bayek is going after. And when I say going after, effectively Bayek is unraveling a mystery, and he doesn't know who these characters are that he's after. And so he comes to this place. He's actually looking for a contact to gain some info to lead him to eventually his targets. And these are the Ptolemy guards who work for these people. Bayek, being an Egyptian, a Medjay, he doesn't have a very good alignment with these people. They represent, they represent
really like them.
the evil forces that are destroying his homeland. So
It's
anyway,
just
so these are the people he's after. This area of the world, just to say, if we take a look around, yeah, Carl, this is a beautiful shot of the world.
Carl, give us a slow pan here.
So this is
Well, actually, there's a reach eye point, so we can get a better view from there.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a viewpoint.
Viewpoint.
We'll do
Now
the viewpoint.
Just for a sec, we're seeing, you know, some serious climbing here, a hallmark of the Assassin's Creed franchise, but that rock didn't have any like obvious handholds on it. Like, what's the approach to climbing in Origins?
So the climbing, actually before we synchronize, just to look around.
So pretty.
So the climbing in Origins, it's so first we've revamped the controls, the fluidity of the character. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback already from the people who've played the build that feel like the assassin is really responsive, listening to them, doing what they want. And we pushed that to the climbing, where we said, you know what, we should be able to climb any surface we want. So we've created a tech for Bayek when he's climbing to be able to put his hands and footholds into crevices and so on any surface. So effectively to be able to climb anywhere. We wanted, you know, as the most seamless experience that we can have. Here you can see the world is absolutely beautiful. See that that distance, that top peak in the distance? You know, we could just go there at some point if we wish to. Swimming, by boat, by camel, whatever. And there's secrets up there for us. There's really
I
cool
love
stuff.
secrets.
There's really cool discoveries to find. Here, why don't we synchronize? So here, the world is, you know, kudos to our artists, our engineers, our technical artists. You know, this world is something.
Absolutely, and you know, so synchronizing, you know, historically is sort of a way to learn more about an area, sort of clear the fog from an area. But you mentioned earlier, the fog clears by you just traveling through the area.
Yeah, exactly. So we wanted to keep the idea of the viewpoints as an homage to the series.
Leap of faith, there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Maybe we can explore a bit, walk through the area a little bit, just to give a flavor of the village life. Villages are great places to pick up quests, to go to shops, and obviously there are many quests inside villages. These are hubs of content. But anyway, so we're in a red zone right now.
Carl will now show us the fleeing technology.
Yeah, I'd recommend fleeing maybe. Or you can fight.
He's feeling strong from his last encounter.
Yeah. Yep.
He's digging that.
Real confidence.
Mixing melee and
now we're we're busting out the warrior's bow here. That was a skill we unlocked earlier.
Oh yeah.
Good point.
Switch to the warrior bow. So the warrior bow, it's effectively our shotgun bow. He shoots 5 arrows at once.
There we go.
Oh my God, deadly.
Bravo.
Beautiful, very efficient.
It shoots 5 arrows at once. So when we talk about attributes and properties, you can actually find bows that you can actually have more arrows on them. You can set them on fire by default. So this compound here, it's actually part of a quest. Don't want to ruin the quest for people, but this is somebody's home that's been, let's say, confiscated, and Bayek will eventually have to help those people.
Oh, it's a porcupine.
That's that's a lot of arrows, but you can recover. It looks like you're recovering them.
Yeah. You can pick up your arrows.
And that ranged combat, that focus on sort of, Assassins have had ranged weapons in the past before, but with the bows in Origins, you guys are really trying to expand that.
Yeah. It's a full-blown third-person shooter on that element. It's we really wanted that the playstyles we push, so range combat, melee, stealth, that this stuff feels authentic, and if you just want to focus on that the game will fully support it and will go deep into that. So we've really pushed ourselves to develop these gameplays. The shooting feels great. The bows feel amazing. And there's a bunch of bows we haven't shown. There's the Predator bow, which is kind of like a sniper.
Can we talk about the cat?
There's a little
Oh my God,
there's a cat! There's a cat!
This is such a great way to wrap this up. Like we just saw a cat in ancient Egypt. Come on,
in ancient
guys.
Egypt, and you know what? Cats are very important in ancient Egypt.
Can you pet it?
So here, look. So see, okay, look. So systemically, as I said, animals really live in this world, and so this cat has, for some reason, an affection towards Bayek.
He loves you, or she.
Or she's sticking around.
Reciprocate.
Look at she loves them. She loves them.
Carl, we made
As I said, we've put a lot of effort on animals and their needs and what they do in the world. Yeah.
I love that she appeared near the end of this stream. This is amazing.
Fantastic moment.
Yes.
Ash, this has been so great, Carl. Thank you for showing off the game. There's a lot more to come.
Siwa, my home, the sacred oasis.
I thought he was dead. Our Medjay, the last protector, our prayers are answered. Siwa has not been the same since he left. I hope you are here to rid us of Medina.
Be my eyes, Senu. This temple resembles a fortress. What has happened?
Get out of my way!
There you are, Medunamon. The next masked one on my list. Now it is my turn to tip the balance of Anubis. Better be careful here.
I should go drop these priests in the desert. Let us stand to take them.
A fine bow.
If the people see these dead priests, they will surely revolt.
It is too dangerous. We'll pass for now. Guide me, Senu. Medunamon. You will die, Medunamon.
Die, you bastard! Going to kill you for that! See what is mine!
Finally.
Nous sommes les premiers. Les premiers à voir les dieux. Les premiers à dompter leurs créatures. Les premiers à protéger les âmes du mal. Nous avons conquis cette terre et bâti un empire. Mais une rumeur se propage. Une confrérie née dans l'ombre. Ils sont les premiers à se faire appeler les assassins.
minutes of freedom, still convinced of man, still lies your chain, yeah. All my blood is in hand.
Assassin's Creed Origins has been officially announced, and I'm guessing you want more details? Me too. So I went to Ubisoft Montreal to get them. The Origins team is made up of key members of the crew that brought Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag to life, and when they set out to make this grand adventure, they knew they needed a setting to match their ambitions.
You know what we say, history is our playground. Ancient Egypt is it's a romantic setting, it's a mystical setting.
There's a lot of diversity in the landscape of Egypt, and that's why it's fascinating. And that's why it was also amazing and super inspiring for the team to recreate.
Obviously, the first thing that comes to mind is pyramids. We're going to have that into the game. It's a no-brainer. But ancient Egypt is much more than ancient pyramids. So history is like a puzzle, right? My job and the way the team works is really to find out all these small details of this information. So what are the flowers, the trees that were back in Egypt? What were the animals? We try to respect both the culture, the Egyptian culture, into putting them into the game, and also having something that's interesting.
How I actually saw ancient Egypt, first of all, in my imagination. I mean, you only see sands and sort of, pyramids, and it's really kind of dry. But actually, during that time, it was lush and, it was full of life.
We have now the capacity from a technological standpoint to be able to create a massive countryside. It's not a city, it's a whole country with many cities, many villages, many exotic landscapes.
This is why we decided to remove the minimap, which is we want you to enjoy and to actually experience the beautiful world we're bringing to you. You will have to play the game, to put some icons in the game,
Also the fact that we have a time of day that is systemic. We made sure that every single moment in the time of day is almost like a painting, That's not something that is done, it's not automatic, it's really crafted.
The world I think, has never been so alive and so lush and so interesting. And I hope players will have a lot of hours of fun into Egypt with us.
We started by saying we're in Egypt, which meant large landscapes, which meant vehicles like animals, like chariots, camels. All of this, we felt we needed to make sure that all of this worked within the combat system. So naturally, we start talking about ranged combat, using the bow, using throwable weapons.
We allow the fight to be way more responsive, way more dynamic, so that the player can really play the way they want.
In previous ACs, when you attack, the hero and the enemy came together, no matter the distance, effectively. This is gone now. Now, all of a sudden, you're spacing in the fight. How many enemies you're fighting, where are they, matters. If you swing in open air, you can. And you could screw yourself over by doing that.
In melee combat, we have a lot of different types of weapons. We've got maces, swords, axes, shields.
The reach of your weapon matters. The stats of your weapon matter. So you have to really judge your position in the fight, mixed in with the length of your weapon, the speed of your weapon, the positions of the enemies.
And in range combat, we have different types of bows. So we have, the most famous one is probably the Predator bow, which is the equivalent of a sniping rifle. We got a bow that has a super high rate of fire. And we have a bow that is the equivalent of a shotgun that shoots 5 arrows at the same time.
We have many types of enemies with their own weapon loadout. Their weapon loadout dictates the way they fight. So players will have to learn how does the enemy with the spear and the shield work versus the guy with the huge mace. And reading their behavior in the fight then asking themselves, what am I comfortable using against these types of enemies in this situation? So it's a much different system than we've had in the past, but it's afforded us really brand new experiences for players that I'm excited for people to try and play and give us feedback on it.
Really, you cater your playstyle to what you like based on how you level up in the skill trees.
And that's something we want to also visualize and show on the player. So it's not only something that we play in the stats, but it's also something you will see on the character.
We give players many avenues within the crafting system, within the inventory system, within the skills. So a concrete output of this means that you cannot assassinate anybody in the game with one shot. If you dedicate yourself to crafting your hidden blade, to increasing the damage that it can do, you might be able to get there. But you have to dedicate yourself to it. Now going more action RPG forced us to say, no, you have to deal with the challenges of the game, the levels of the enemies, and you can be that super stealthy assassin, but dedicate yourself to it. Now, because we have levels, we have RPG mechanics, it's afforded us to be able to do epic bosses. So in the main story of the game, but also in the world where we know some players, if they're really comfortable with the challenge of the fight, they can go and push themselves to fight the most ultimate bosses.
It's a very big world also. So to make sure that the player would be constantly engaged within that world, we created NPCs that have their own agenda. They have their own purpose in the world, so they work, they go back to their home to sleep, and you can help them with the quest system. So you meet them, you talk with them, and they say, hey, I need some help with this. And as a player, you get to make a decision whether or not you want to engage with that specific type of NPC. So I think that's interesting, and that also gives flexibility to explore the world the way you want to and live the story the way you want to as a player.
The player, of course, picks up these quests and chooses what they want to work on. Sometimes the quests will intermingle. Sometimes you're in the middle of one quest and you'll see another quest person walking by and you can jump into that. And we wanted this very organic feel to the world. There's a lot of people to meet, a lot of characters, and they have a lot of stories to tell.
It's not only an origin story, it's also witnessing key moments of the franchise and the reasons why decisions were made.
Was it just someone decided, I'm going to put on a hood? No, there's stories behind all of this, and these are the experiences that you explore in the game. So for sure, Eagle Vision is one more of those elements where, why is it called Eagle Vision and where did it really come from?
Bayek has also this connection, this very special connection with the eagle Senu, that he can use, to really scout and plan ahead, So with your eagle, you'll be able to spot, what the challenge is about, seeing the level, the number of enemies. In this exact setting was also the perfect moment and the perfect, actually, world and culture and mythology to see, to witness the birth of the Brotherhood.
I mean, it's so much fun, man. It's so great. Like, it's so cool, and it's an honor,
But telling an origin story, you get to put some pieces of the puzzles together and explain a little bit more to the player. So that's really cool.